and welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about how to treat urinary tract infections or UTIs in women using simple and effective home remedies. What you can see on your screen now is the urinary system. And a urinary tract infection or a UTI is an infection in any part of the urinary system. The urinary system includes the kidneys where urine is collected and filtered. There is also the urethra which carries urine from the kidneys to the bladder, and then the urethra through which urine is excreted from the body. Most urinary tract infections in women involve the bladder and the urethra, and this is known as a lower urinary tract infection. Based on which part of the urinary system is infected, the symptoms can vary. A urinary tract infection or a UTI can occur in anyone, but it's very common in women. So today we are going to be focusing on a UTI infection in women. UTIs are usually caused by a bacteria from your poo or your stool that enters the urinary tract through the urethra. The urethra in women is shorter than that in men, and this makes it easier for the bacteria to enter the urinary system and infect the bladder as well as the kidneys. Of course, there are other factors that can increase your risk of developing a urinary tract infection, and these include having sex, being pregnant, the use of urinary catheters, a block in the urinary tract occurring as a result of the presence of kidney stones, having a weakened immune system, which normally occurs in people who are suffering from diabetes or those undergoing chemotherapy. Also, when you're dehydrated, that is when you're not drinking enough fluids and when you do not keep the genital area dry and clean. Now let's talk about the symptoms of a UTI. As I said earlier on, the urinary system is made up of different parts, and any part of the urinary system can get infected with the bacteria. Now, the symptoms may vary based on the part of the system that is infected, but there are some general symptoms as well. When your kidneys get infected, the symptoms can include back or side pain, that is pain just under your rib cage. It can also include chills and fever, shaking, nausea and vomiting, or a very high or a very low temperature. When the bladder is infected, symptoms would include pelvic pressure, lower tummy pain, and pain during urination. There can also be blood in your urine. And when the urethra is infected, there can be burning during urination. Other general symptoms would include frequency and urgency. Frequency meaning that the number of times that you need to pass urine increases, and urgency meaning that when you have to pass urine, it has to be immediate, otherwise you can soil yourself. Your urine can become cloudy, it can be dark, and it can have a very strong smell. These are all signs and symptoms that you need to look out for. Now, in older and frail people who already have problems with learning, concentration, and memory, and those who are using a urinary catheter, you would realize that when they are suffering from a urinary tract infection or a UTI, there will be a change in behavior. That is, they would become very confused. They would wet themselves and they will start shaking and shivering. You would want to feel comfortable when you start experiencing these symptoms. So I'm going to share with you some simple home remedies that you can use to treat a urinary tract infection. So the first thing that you can do is rest and drink a lot of fluids, especially water. because as you hydrate, you tend to flush out the bacteria that is causing the discomfort in your urinary system. This alone can help get rid of this infection and make you feel comfortable. The second thing that you can do is avoid having sex whilst you're experiencing the symptoms. This is because sex can make you feel very uncomfortable and make the symptoms worse. Plus, you stand the chance of transferring the infection to your partner. Another thing also that you can do, that is number 3 home remedy that you can carry out, is to drink cranberry juice. You know, cranberry is full of antioxidants and it has been proven to have mild antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. So drinking it can help reduce the symptoms. The key here is to drink it in moderation or opt for the unsweetened version. Now, number 4, use heat pads. You can purchase heat pads from your local community pharmacy, and they're very effective at reducing pain and discomfort, especially the pressure and discomfort in your lower abdomen. You can use a heat pad for 20 minutes at a time. And number 5, visit your local community pharmacy and speak to your pharmacist. They would advise you on which painkiller you can purchase to help with the pain and discomfort. Normally, paracetamol is the best painkiller to purchase for pain associated with a urinary tract infection. But speak to your pharmacist if you have any questions at all. And as always, when you purchase any medication from your local pharmacy, make sure you read the patient information leaflet to find out whether that medication is suitable for you to take. If after 48 hours your symptoms do not improve and they seem to be getting worse, such that you feel confused and drowsy, you see blood in your urine, your temperature rises so high, then you know that it's time to visit your doctor. When you visit your doctor would assess the symptoms and they would carry out a urine test, which will give them an idea of what bacteria is causing the infection. Your doctor may prescribe a short course of antibiotics for you and also advise you on some self-care remedies that you can carry out as well. It's important that when you are prescribed any antibiotics at all, you finish taking it all, even if you start feeling better. Right now, I want to share with you some tips that you can carry out to prevent UTIs. Now, the first tip is to wipe from front to back when you go to the toilet. Always keep the genital area dry and clean. This is very important. Take a shower at least once a day and change your underwear at least once a day. Twice a day is good, but make sure you do it at least once a day. Drink plenty of water and make sure you stay hydrated as much as you can. Drink at least 2 liters of water a day. Wash the skin around the vagina before and after sex, and pee or pass urine as soon as possible after sex. Do not use scented soap to clean the vaginal area. Avoid douching, using deodorants and scented sprays around the genital area. When you have the urge to pass urine, don't hold it back. Do it as soon as possible. And when you're passing urine, don't rush. Take your time and empty the bladder completely. And do not drink alcohol in excess, as alcohol can irritate the bladder. Also, avoid taking in a lot of sugary drinks and sugary foods, as they can encourage the growth of bacteria. And also avoid wearing synthetic underwears, such as underwears made from nylon and silk. Wear cotton-made underwears. I hope you have learned something new today. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please hit on that subscribe button and also on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my interesting videos. Thank you once again for your time today, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.